Hi everyone, quick weekly update. This week was not pretty. Both accounts I saw on the live stream finished around a -4%. And I'm not here to hide it because the reason matters and it exposed a stability problem we needed to fix. Quick context if you're new here. This is the Do It Alpha Pulse AI. It's an expert advisor for MetaTrader 4 and 5 that plugs directly into real AI models. The EA sends multi-time frame market data to the AI, reads the response, and then handles trade execution and trade management with risk-first rules. So what happened? Gold had one of those weeks that feels like a trap. A lot of chop, indecision, fake moves, and then sudden explosive bullish pushes. This is the kind of market where manual traders usually do one of three things. They overtrade, they hesitate and miss the move, or they revenge click after getting chopped. On my side, the system handled the general mess, okay. But the big issue this week was reliability. On the second explosive move, I got hit by something really stupid. Gemini stopped replying. My payment methods got reset and the provider basically went silent. So in that moment, it wasn't about the signal quality anymore. It was no response, no decision, no execution. And yes, I think it's connected to how I was using the free token setup. I can't prove it 100%, but that's my best guess. With ChatGPT models, I've never had this kind of dead silence problem so far. So here's the real lesson from this week. It's not just about being right. In weeks like this, reliability beats being right. Stable execution, stable risk behavior, stable infrastructure. If one piece fails, the whole system suffers, even if the strategy is fine. Also a quick reminder, last week I heard the public performance stats a bit because I changed the prompt too early. I explained that in the previous video, I leave the link below. That's on me. This week's drawdown is not only the market, it's also a live system improvement. Now the important part. What are we doing about this? An early adopter suggested something a while ago. Diego, you need a fallback. At first, I delayed it because I wanted clean testing with one model at a time. But honestly, stability is more important than a perfect test. So yes, we need a fallback system. And here's what I mean by fallback in simple terms. If provider A fails, the EA automatically switches to provider B. Or if the response time is too long, it switches. Or if the response format is broken, it retries once and then switches. The goal is simple. No single provider should be able to freeze the EA. And because of that, I also added GPT-5.2. It's only been 1 day, so I'm not making big claims. But my first impression, it looks as good as, maybe sometimes even better, than Gemini 3 Pro in decision quality. Again, early days, but it's promising and it's also a strong candidate as a main provider. Now let's talk about something most people ignore. The AI cost. Right now, the AI cost is still around $3 per day, give or take. On a large account, it's fine. On a small account, it can be brutal. Because even if the EA is doing okay, the costs can eat a big part of the results. So we are reaching a point where the question becomes, is the system profitable? And also, is the system profitable after AI costs? This is why I keep saying small accounts are the hardest mode. And that brings me to XAUUSD. I'm not only paying attention to it, I'm using it live. And I've already cleared stage 1 using Do It Alpha Pulse AI. I'm happy about that. But more important is what it taught me. Passing stages is not about perfect entries, it's about consistent risk behavior. Why I'm focusing on XAUUSD and not only classic profit challenges? Because in my personal experience, a lot of challenge models feel like this. You pay a fee, you trade under really tight rules, and many people fail. Some firms are better, some are worse. I'm not here to attack anyone. I've traded challenge style programs before. But for me, the issue was the incentives often didn't feel aligned long term. Here, with XAUUSD, it feels different. Because it's more like this. You trade, you build an edge score, you progress, and allocation scales. For people with big accounts, that's awesome. For people with smaller accounts, it can make the AI cost problem much less painful. If you want to check it out, I'll leave the link in the description. It helps support the project, but only use it if it makes sense for you. Very quickly, at a high level, Axis Select works like this. You start with your own small account without any challenge fees. Then you can unlock an allocation account and move through stages. From these stages, you get a profit share. And if you fail, they don't just take away your account. You have a 2 weeks quarantine and you can try again. It's way more focused on trading properly. Also, you can see it here with the stage durations. You have to be here at least 30 days, 60 days, 60 days. It's like building it slowly. But in my opinion, it makes way more sense to do it like this than how other prop firms do it. So this week, even though performance was down, it was still useful because it forced the next step in the product. Fallback becomes a priority. Multi-provider stability becomes mandatory. GPT-5.2 gets tested more seriously, and Axis Select becomes a real path for people who can't justify AI cost on tiny accounts. If you want more information about Axis Select or have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. Alright guys, that's a wrap for today. Thanks for watching and thanks for building this together. See you in the next one.